Scorpio, welcome to your August 2021 tarot reading. I'm Tina, your host, and I just wanted to let everybody know that these are general tarot readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. They're also intuitive readings, so I'm going to shuffle a little here with you. Helps me tune into your energy, and then we're going to jump right into your reading today. Now, I will pull out a layer to get an idea of the general energies that are happening for you. And then we will go in and clarify all of those energies. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's happening for you. August 2021. I'm gonna stop it here, let's see. Okay, it's a good place so far. We got the Nine of Cups at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles. All right, this is the situation. What might be a challenge to you? Where's your mind at and what are you focused on? Your approach when it comes to this. Any external influences or people, and then in the near future, what's coming towards you. Nine of Cups is at the bottom, so this is like a desire for like a wish come true, something in your heart to come to life here. The situation is the Knight of Pentacles. You are making progress this month. That's the Knight of Pentacles, and you're making it through your commitment, through your dedication, through your hard work here. The only thing with the Knight of Pentacles is that it's so slow moving that it can feel like it's not happening sometimes, right? That's really the truth with the Knight of Pentacles. But while it's so slow moving, the beauty of that at the same time, the silver lining, is whatever it builds is really solid, right? Cannot be shaken. So this is really like great energy. It's about making progress. It can be progress with a certain project, can definitely be with a work project that is a pentacle. Whatever the situation is this month, you still have much to go, but you are making solid ground here with the Knight of Pentacles. Now in the challenge position, you have your card. You got Death here. The only two major arcana so far in your spread are Death and the High Priestess. And this is in the challenge position, right? You know, it's like letting go of things that are outdated. They're not working for us, and that can be a little difficult sometimes with Death, and like trying to bring in the new, and maybe you're feeling more of what's not working and you're like, God, this is like, I'm trying to work towards something real and real tangible here, and it's just moving slow. But Death shows that there's a lot of changes happening, especially internal for you, right? And it really just shows that it's about upgrades, it's about rebirth. This is really, you know, the card of Scorpio, the phoenix rising from the ashes. But first you feel the ashes, right? We're going to go in and clarify, but it's about, you know, letting old things go, letting old things go. And then where's your mind at and what are you focused on? You got the Ten of Cups here. So you got the Nine of Cups is this underlying, you may not be aware of it type energy, but you've got like family or I want to say in general, relationships. Happiness. This is where your mind's at. This is what you're focused on this month. So you're really keeping it more on the future, more on your goals, right? That's where your mind is at. But this can very much be about represent home and family life, right? And maybe it's something that you want to create. Maybe it's something that you're trying to nurture here, especially with that Knight of Pentacles. Maybe it's something that you're working towards. But in general, it's relationships. It's feeling connected. You know, these are healthy, nurturing relationships in the Ten of Cups. You know, it's feeling fulfilled, feeling content, looking around your life and being like, man, I'm really happy with the way things are, you know. It's the Ten of Cups. It's ultimate fulfillment, you know, and that's where your mind's at. So it's really great. And then your approach is the King of Swords. This is like you're stepping into authority with the King of Swords, right? You're also facing everything head on. Look at how he's sitting. He's not sitting to the side. He's got the sword up, ready to yield it. This is you operating with surgeon-like precision. That's the King of Swords. This is you having a strategy. This is you making plans and just checking them off and you're executing it, right? If you have to cut things out, you have to cut things out. And while it might be a challenge with Death, I don't see you really being that challenged by it with the King of Swords. But it's very much, again, authority energy, like you're stepping into your own boss energy. Again, you're very meticulous. The details are very specific. Your thinking is very clear. Your plans are well executed with the King of Swords. Maybe you're building something really big and really grand, and you know, and that's why it's taking time. You know, the bigger the wish, the bigger the sacrifices, you know, the harder the work often. And so I don't know why, but I feel that a bit here, especially with that 10 of Cups. Is like, you want it all, right? You want it all. And then in your environment, you have the High Priestess. Can definitely be a Cancer here of significance to you. But the High Priestess speaks of a time where it's really a good energy of going within, using your intuition, listening to the voice within. You know, she represents everything beyond the physical world, right? You know, there's a veil behind her. So she represents the unseen, but only when you go into like meditation, right? Only when you really tap into that inner voice, into that intuition, into your third eye, can you really see beyond the veil, to see things a little bit deeper here, right? It's a very supportive energy. And it also, I want to say, speaks of untapped potential. Like there could be something here that has so much potential and we haven't tapped into it yet, maybe because we're not aware of it yet. Like for some people have super successful tarot pages. You know, for me, this is really a passion project. You know, this was to help me open my throat chakra. It's also because tarot has been a powerful tool in my journey, and it's something that I kind of wanted to share. And so, you know, while I've been enjoying tarot and really been moved by it for all these years, only in 2020 did I open this channel, right? And that can be the High Priestess energy. So, you know, take what resonates. I'm sorry for all of that. Then coming towards you, we got the Knight of Swords here. This is really, I mean, look how fast this knight is moving, right? He is the fastest moving versus you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving. But this could be somebody coming in really fast with news. This is you executing decisions like just quick, sharp, you know, you're thinking very clearly. And so we'll go in, actually we'll go in right now. Let's go in and clarify these energies. Clarify for Scorpio, the month of August. Clarify all of these energies. All right, Scorpio. You're on the path already. You just a little patient. All right, yeah, okay, we stop here. And what's at the bottom? 10 of Cups. All right, okay, my voice got higher. I like that. All right, let us clarify all of these energies for you. Yeah, the Hanged Man is here. Ooh, you got the King and Queen of Swords counterparts here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think things might feel a little stagnant for you maybe in the month of August. But I think that's going to change really quickly. All right, let's start with the situation this month. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles is the Hanged Man. I think, you know, okay. As I was saying with the Knight of Pentacles, it can feel like the change is not coming in as quickly as you like. And let's not forget Death, which is a card of change, is in the challenge position. And so you've got the Hanged Man here too. So I just feel like you could be feeling like you're stuck. It's not moving. It's not moving the way you want it to move here, Scorpio. But the Hanged Man is really a card ultimately about just like trying to flow. If the energy is slow moving, and this is where the universe wants you right now, then you accept it, right? You also can't resist it with the Hanged Man. And even in the Fool's Journey, after you go through the Hanged Man energy, you end up emerging with death, right? You're changed by these experiences. And they can happen much slower, but in the end, when you come out of it, you are different. You're better. You're literally more enlightened. But I feel like you really are gaining enlightenment right now, and you may not know it. Really gaining wisdom, you're growing. And with the Hanged Man, you're really seeing things from new perspectives. Even change you might be seeing from new perspectives, even the progress that you make, you know. But this is you like surrendering to the experience, trying to surrender to the fact that the change is not coming in as quickly as you would like. But don't you worry. We got the Tower coming your way. You wanted quick change. I mean, hello. Yeah. All right, in the challenge position, clarifying Death is the Three of Wands. So funny because that's also more of a waiting energy. Waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for this change. You're like, what more do I need to do, right? It kind of, especially with the Hanged Man, you're just like, you're not seeing it clearly. The road ahead is not being laid out. It's like, you know, you're working and you're working and you're pushing yourself and you're pushing yourself and you're like, where is it? You know, this is very clear to me with Death and the Three of Wands, that the change that you're seeking is taking longer than you like. But the change that you're seeking could be very transformational for some of you. And let me tell you, if you're talking about I can't even say it, metamorphosis, like total transformation, sometimes that takes years. You really get on a journey, you know. But the Three of Wands just shows you're waiting for your ships to come in. You've set them out though. For some of you, you've done a good part here. You're not done, but you're at this place, you know, the Three of Wands is basically waiting for the Four of Wands. You're like, psh, I put out my energy. I did what I needed to do. And now I'm just, when do I reach this milestone, right? When do I do that? And so it's kind of like for example, like a milestone for me would be like, I put out my videos. And I was like, I know now I'm at 11,000 subscribers. So thank you to all of you who've been here with me, who've subscribed. I want to say thank you. But a big goal of mine was the 10,000 subscribers, you know, and I put out my videos. That's me putting my ships out. And now I'm waiting for that Four of Wands, for that milestone, for that reason to celebrate, right? For that tangible progress, something you could really count. And so that's what I'm feeling here. Where your mind is at and what you're focused on, clarifying that Ten of Cups is the Queen of Swords. You got the King and Queen counterparts. I just feel like intellect is sharp and strong this month, right? You're very much thinking clearly. You're very much in this place of execution, making plans, doing what you need to do to restore order in your life, to fulfill these wishes in your heart. Yeah. And maybe some, you know, maybe you're ready to cut things out too, I want to say. But I feel like it's more intellectual strength, really. I feel like the power of the mind is with you. And I think you're able to really make plans and see them through. And again, just like with the King of Swords, very same and similar with the Queen of Swords, you have that surgeon-like precision. It's like really like the details matter here. Now, clarifying the King of Swords in your approach is the Four of Pentacles. You're strengthening your foundations. Maybe you're budgeting, right? Maybe you're making a plan like that. Maybe you have a goal to buy a house, right? And this is you saying, okay, what do I have to do to make this happen, to create this foundation here? And that's what's coming out strongly for you in your approach. Again, you're facing it head on. You're the authority on these changes. And you could be keeping your cards close to your chest. Whatever plans you have, you might be hush-hush about them with the Four of Pentacles. Because, like, look at this guy. He's got a pentacle here blocking what's in his heart. He's got a pentacle over his head. He's not letting out his thoughts. He's not letting out his feelings. He's just holding it, protecting it, guarding it. Because it's very important and it's going to make you feel like you have it all. That's why it's on your mind. And that's why you're protecting it. Now, in your environment, like, there is powerful energy in the environment. Also opportunities for very much new beginnings. You've got the Fool here, clarifying the High Priestess, right? So again, I just feel like you're like, where is this change that I am seeking? The Fool, it's so funny because the Fool speaks of new beginnings. And as I was saying with the High Priestess, she also speaks of untapped potential. So I feel like there is a new beginning, a new journey here. You're already on it with that Knight of Pentacles, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. So it may not be physically obvious yet, but energetically, you're already on it. And there are shifts happening within you. But I think just using your intuition, embracing change, if there's a need to take a leap of faith, this is usually your yes card, right? But it's very powerful energy. It's about adventure. It's about, you know, feeling like you're not bringing a burden with you as well, meaning there isn't unfinished business from your past either. And so that's that Fool energy. Like, look at what he carries with him. Not a light heart. He's just feeling free, trusting the process, trusting the universe, at the edge of a cliff, knowing he will be caught. Not even caring, actually. Not even worried about what other people might be thinking. It's the Fool's journey. It's the hero's journey. It's the hero's journey. And you know what? In your environment, you have the Fool, which speaks of sudden changes. And then coming towards you, you have the Tower, clarifying the Knight of Swords. The Tower, no doubt, can speak of sudden changes. For some of you, it can be like a hostile argument, just because with the Knight of Swords, you know, there's communication here, and it just can feel like that. Others of you, you know, the Tower happens. It moves things out of the way, the old things like death. And it can do it in a really abrupt way, right? It can feel aggressive. It can feel like you're not prepared for it. It can feel like the rug is pulled from right under you. But what it does is it makes space for something better to take place. So I feel like for some of you, what I'm trying to say is the Tower comes through, something gets knocked down, it's abrupt, and it causes you to react and to respond. And then you step into that Knight of Swords and you're like, okay, well, then this is what I'm doing. And you're very decisive and you're taking action quickly with that Knight of Swords, charging in. Again, you're facing it head on, feeling very decisive as well. And I think, again, I don't think you're resisting change. I think you're actually kind of annoyed that the change you seek is not here. But it is, actually. It's just not here the way you want it, right? You got that Three of Wands. You're waiting for that fourth wand, right? You're waiting for your ships to come in. All right, Scorpio. And they will. And they will. I'm going to leave it there for you. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, then please hit that like button. Make sure to comment as well. Of course, as always, subscribe. But yes, Scorpio, thank you, and I'll see you all very soon.